What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the Seez Monroe Show. I am your host, and I first want to say this will be the day I forget to wear my Stitch shirt. We're going to be talking about Lilo and Stitch right here, only on the Seez Monroe Show.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there!
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing?
Talk like an angel.
No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Ew. We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch bad.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good.
Family.
That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles.
We have a blue dog to catch.
No, wait.
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
Now, going into this film, I didn't know what to expect. And honestly, coming out of this film, I have mixed feelings about it. Like, it was one of those films that I just felt like it gave me everything I would ask for in a live action adaptation. It would literally mirror its 2002 animated counterpart. Like, everything that happened in the animated film happened in this movie. Same timeline, same everything, right? Problem I had with the film was it seemed like we were kind of speeding through things just so we can get everything that we needed from the animated film. We wanted to get it in the live action film. So I understood what they were going with there. It just felt rushed, and honestly, sometimes it felt like they kind of sped up the speed of the film. I'm trying to remember what's that called, but either way. Just from the start of the film, the CGI looked great when we were on the space shuttle, or whatever you want to call it, the spaceship. Pretty much before Stitch came to Earth. When we got to Earth, that's when the CGI looked a little funky. Just having, not saying Stitch. When Stitch was there, of course, they're going to put a lot more detail into Stitch because he's the main character we're looking at throughout the film. But I forgot how to say the other two characters' names. Pretty much the guys that went to go capture Stitch. Just showing them in the CGI animated form, it didn't look very well. That's why they pretty much played their human selves most of the film. So I don't think that they went into detail too much when making this film. They just knew that this is a cash grab. And we're about to go out there. These people are going to love it because they love Lilo and Stitch. So they didn't really feel the need to put too much time into the details of the CGI with these characters. Because you can even tell sometimes when those characters are standing side by side or right in front of each other, they never had the cameras on both of the characters at the same time. So say if Nani is talking to one of the guys, one of the alien guys, and they're right in front of each other. You're not going to see them right in front of each other. It's just, you're going to see one camera on Nani, and then when they're done having the camera on Nani, you're going to see the camera on the alien guys. Again, I forgot how to pronounce their name. I haven't watched Lilo and Stitch in years. Like, I was 11 when the original one came out. It's been a while, all right? Don't hurt me. Either way, again, just coming out of this film, I just feel very mixed on it. I don't really understand how I feel right now. Like, again, it gave us everything that the animated movie gave us. It just didn't feel right. I guess it felt forced at times. Like, it wasn't an authentic sale at the movie theater for me. I think that's what bothered me the most. It just didn't feel like this was a well thought out plan. It just felt like, all right, we're going to throw in this music. And honestly, I've seen a lot of behind the scenes on the music, and I felt like they didn't really get into the music in the film too much. So that was a little weird. And then on top of that, I just felt like the feeling of Hawaii, you don't really get it in this film. So I think we're just missing a few things. Like, I need to look at where they shot this, because honestly, I don't want to get into it. I want you guys to go check it out, because first off, I'm not saying that the movie is bad. It's just little things that I didn't like, and that's just my take on it. All right. So all in all, I'm gonna give this movie a 5 out of 10. Again, it's entertaining. Go see it. I'm sure my children are gonna love this film. It's just me as a millennial watching this film. I don't know. I don't know. Like, would I go watch it again? Probably not. It's not my cup of tea, but I might have to sit through it so my kids can see it. But other than that, I don't see myself watching this film again. Not nowhere in the near future anyway. So that is my take, 5 out of 10. Definitely go see it this weekend if you get a chance. I know you guys are already going to go see it this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. So that is that. Lilo and Stitch out the way. Now, let's get into Sinners really quick. I wanted to just go out and congratulate Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. Sinners is at over $300 million at the box office right now. Now, that is great. That is phenomenal. Now, here go me being a negative Nancy again. Everyone that went to go see that film needs to go see that film another 2 or 3 times. Like, and the reason why I'm saying this is, first off, a lot of the 300 million came from people seeing it twice. We might need to go see it a 3rd time. Reason being is this movie costs $90 million to make. So with that said, that means that this film needs to at least, at the very minimum, this film needs to make $360 million to break even. We're not there yet. So I want everybody to understand that. Again, I'm happy. This is, first off, let me explain to you why you need to go see this film again. If you haven't seen it again, one, it's a great film. First and foremost, it definitely has rewatchability. Thirdly, this is original IP. We don't get this very often. The last film I remember with original IP, I want to say, is Tenet, which is one of my favorite films, especially like one of my favorite films of all time. John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, with Christopher Nolan directing. Phenomenal film. It just didn't get the love it deserved because it released during the pandemic. Like, it was very early on. I want to say July 2020 it released. So it was a really bad time for the film, but it was a great film. It just didn't get the praise. It didn't get the push that it deserved because Warner Bros. Did what they did, and that's why Christopher Nolan ended up leaving and going to Universal to do movies with them. So with this film, I just feel like it's important that it makes the money that it deserves because, again, it's a great film, rewatchability, and it's original IP. We don't get that. We don't get that at all. So again, like, it's been a while since I've seen an original IP film. So we definitely need to go out there, support this film as much as possible. It's a great film. again, I have my little, little tips with the film, but that's normal film stuff. It's a horror film, so it's going to have its tropes. But you kind of want to get out of those tropes, so that's where I was. And being a fan of horror films, not only being a fan of horror films, but being a fan of Ryan Coogler and just looking at this film and just knowing where the inspiration came from. It was easily something that I was able to seek out. A lot of you guys don't understand where the inspiration for this film came from because you guys don't watch film. And I can see that just looking at the comments in my movie review for Sinners. Oh, you seen nothing like this. Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler did this deal, so on and so forth. Guys, those deals have been done in Hollywood before. And yes, with black directors as well, black producers. Again, this film is a mix between From Dusk Till Dawn and Idlewild, which is a Robert Rodriguez film for From Dusk Till Dawn. And Idlewild is a Brian Barber film. Now, Quentin Tarantino played in From Dusk Till Dawn, but it wasn't a Quentin Tarantino film. George Clooney was also the star of that. Just like Outcast with the stars of Idlewild, but Brian Barber was the director. So I want you guys to understand that first and foremost. Secondly, when you guys don't watch films and then you critique films, you can tell just by how emotional you get in these comments. Where did this stuff come from? Like, oh, you don't know something, you don't know nothing. Someone like made a reference to Uncle Ruckus, and I thought that was hilarious because, again, you just have nothing else to compare this conversation to. So that was the first thing you went to, which is great. I love the Boondocks, so I'm not going to fault you on that. But what I am going to fault you on is not getting out there watching film, so you kind of get a more appreciative about the films that come out versus stating things like, this has never been done before, and this is the best movie of all time. Now, granted, it's one of the greatest movies I've seen in a very long time. It's probably the best movie I've seen in 2025. But this film is, again, I gave it an 8.5 for a reason. It's damn near perfect. And there's no slight on that. So that's why you guys need to go check it out, watch it again. And again, come back to me, come back to those comments. Let's have those conversations, but be respectful because I don't have no problem finding where you at. Let me stop playing. This is me. This is Seez Monroe Show. All right. So that's the second thing. I want to get into one more thing before I let you guys go really quick because I haven't seen you guys in a while. I definitely took some time off just to see how things will play out with the YouTube channel. And honestly, you guys are still here. You guys are still supporting, and I appreciate that so much. If you guys stop watching, I would just stop making these videos. So if you want me to stop making these videos, just stop watching. But since you are still watching, I'm going to keep making these videos. And my last thing I'm going to bring up is Fantastic Four. I literally just watched the trailer again. Again, this film looks terrible to me, but I understand where they're going with this film. I take that back. If they go the route that I think they're going to go with this film, it's going to be good. Not great. It's not going to be amazing. It's going to be good. If they go the route that I think they can go or they should go. All right. So there's a couple things there. And if they go the route that I think they should go, you guys are going to love it so much because it's going to give you what you want. It's going to feed you what you want. And I don't want to ruin it for you. But it's not going to add up. Like again, if we're still in the MCU, we still have to watch all these MCU films leading up to this. And this is helping to go into Avengers Doomsday and all that other great stuff. If that's what's happening here, you guys are going to love it. I'm going to think it's a good film because they've given it to us this way, but I'm not going to appreciate it because it's being given to us this way. All right. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm going to get into more details maybe next week or something like that. When we don't have movies coming out, just something to speak on. I'm going to give you guys the details of where I think it's going to go. But other than that, man, I'll see you guys next week. Actually, I'll see you guys later on this week. Because I got to give you the Mission Impossible Final Reckoning review. So that's going to be the next video. So again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll see you in a few days. Peace.